Hello everybody, this is AG here, and welcome to the Charlotte Motor Speedway. We are here to qualify for tomorrow night's NR2003 here in the 2024 Turkey Hill Truck Series. Very excited for this race, always one of the best races of the season, one of the best racetracks we go to. And we're excited to see how it all goes down tomorrow night for only 34 laps. It is a quick race here at Charlotte. But if you qualify well, start up front, have a good shot at winning this thing here. And we'll have to see who does in fact start up front. Of course, as always, 5 minutes for each session, and then the top 3 from each session move on to the Fast 6. We can do single truck runs for the pole, and a bonus point awarded for the driver who wins the pole in each race. And so far, Blaine Keys has a great streak going. That's 2 poles in a row. He got the win last week at Rockingham. We'll see if he sweeps the North Carolina races here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series for 2024. He's won the Coca-Cola 600 before as well, so I'd absolutely watch out for him in tomorrow night's race. You have to go out there on the racetrack in the one machine. But we very much expect him to be running up front in this one. He's got a 15-point lead on Nicholas Samadeo, 28 points on Thomas Troxel, who is third in the championship standings. And it's going to be fascinating to see what he can do once we get down to it when we drop the green flag tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. But LJ Cimento, first driver out there to complete a lap. Logan Williams right behind him. Logan Williams had another great qualifying effort that essentially went to nothing. He has a 13 average starting position, 25.86 average finishing position, and he's still 35th in the championship standings coming into this race. It has not been a good season at all for Logan on the race side, unlike the qualifying side. But he's got a good opportunity again, I feel like, to get a good run in qualifying. And this is a short race, only 34 laps, and it's going to go by quick because this is a very fast racetrack here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. And LJ Cimento still holds on to that fastest time. Good lap there out of the Dracoan Racing Enterprises driver. See how well it ends up stacking up once we get drivers like Blaine Keys to complete their lap times. He got the 93 of Thomas Troxel up to second. And Logan does have a pretty quick time right there at a 29.621. And now he's going to go 29.477. And that was about his third lap out there, too. So it looks like these third, fourth laps are going to be the quickest ones here. Igor Barreto just went to the top of the board in the 13, and now Derek Camel's got the fastest time. Now Thomas Troxel, who's getting a bit of a pull right here off of Avery Alfred, and these guys has just gone to the top of the board. Troxel made his first Fast 6 last week, and there goes Blaine. There goes Blaine the third, knocking out Barreto from that top 3. But a very quick time out of Thomas Troxel, 29.017. Skep Silver, Duncan Ward, and Igor Barreto all jump Blaine Keys. Blaine doesn't really have much of a pull right here, but he does have Jack Haas right in front of him. I watch out for him right here. This will probably be a very quick lap. He's got a 4 average starting position. He just went to second. Second quickest for Blaine Keys, looking to make yet another Fast 6 here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. It's Thomas Troxel, Blaine Keys, and Derek Hamill, the top 3 right now. Great runs for Skep Silver and Duncan Ward. Igor Barreto, Avery Alford up to the 4th position in this line right here. Thomas Troxel, though, still with the quickest time. Blaine Keys improved his time again, 29.091. So Troxel and Keys, who are first and third in points, first and second here in qualifying. This is the big difference, I think, that we're seeing here in this Truck Series season. The one we saw in the Wawa Cup Series is qualifying, and these drivers in these qualifying sessions who we expect to run well have run very well in qualifying, have started up front in a lot of these races, and that has benefited them quite a bit. Blaine Keys has absolutely taken advantage of that. By far the best average starting position, and it has translated to a point lead of 15 points ahead of pseudo teammate Nicholas Samadeo. Blaine's looking to win 3 races in a row here in the Turkey. Actually, no. Sorry, he's looking to win 2 races in a row. He won Bristol, did not win Michigan, but Team Velocitar is looking to win 4 races in a row here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. And we're only on race 8 tomorrow night as well. So we got a long ways left to go in the season, and I feel like they're going to probably have the most wins the way it's going. Now keep in mind, those 2 drivers, Ludovic Charette and Blaine Keys, were the top 2 drivers in the Wall Cup Series points. They are clearly 2 of the fastest drivers in these rating series. So it's no surprise to see them run as well as they have. And Blaine once again making a fast 6, looking to improve on his 4 average starting position. 4.0 average starting position. He's averaging right at the 4th position this season to start all these races. That's 7 races in, and it's looking like it's going to be right around that point again for tomorrow night's race. Derek Hamill, Thomas Troxel, Blaine Keys advance on from Group A. And a very, very solid effort out of all those guys. This is absolutely the kind of race we expect this, and I think we're going to expect it next week when we head to Las Vegas as well. These guys are just going to be up front in a lot of these speedway races. Once we get to the short tracks, then we might see some differences, because we do have Iowa IRP coming up as well, Martinsville in December. Those races could definitely show some different strengths out of different drivers. Logan Williams did not end up having a good time after all of that. Those times got faster as they went along. And Avery Alford is going to start 7th. Skep Silver will start 9th. Duncan Ward will start 11th. Agar Bretta will start 13th. Jack Kaz will start 15th. Rogel Dorn will start 17th. Philip Torres will start 19th. Joe Rutkowski will start 21st. Christian Vargas will start 23rd. Matthew Hubert will start 25th. Logan Williams will start 27th. Corey Case will start 29th. LJ Cimento will start 31st. Jesse Turner will start 33rd. And Andrew Miller will start in the 35th position. Let's move on to Group B and see who joins Troxel, Keys, and Hamill for the Fast 6 here from Charlotte. And here we go for round 2, Group B. Group B. There's no round 2. Round 2 is essentially the Fast 6. This is just Group B. So with Blaine Keys making it into that Fast 6, you're Nicholas Samadeo, Leonard Kosh. We're trying to keep up with them in the championship. You absolutely got to make this Fast 6 yourself if you really want to stay close. Not even halfway through the season yet, and it really seems like Blaine has the upper hand on this field. Ludovic has not had the advantage that Keys has had at this point. But Blaine has gone on a tear in the Turkey Hill Truck Series in the last 13 races, specifically because he won 3 of the last 6 races last season and has won 2 of the first 7 this year. He has won 5 of 13 of the Turkey Hill Truck Series races since last November. That is an unbelievable stat when you really come to think about it. Blaine, of course, won 6 races in the Wall Cup Series this season. Couple that with the 2 wins that he had last season, plus the Smooth Fest, plus that one Body Armor Pro Series win. In the past 2 years, Blaine Keys has racked up 15 wins on the channel. If I'm doing the math correctly, I think that is the amount that he has, is 15. Because he has the 3, he has the 6 from last year. He had the 6 and 7, that's 13, and the 2 wins in the Truck Series. That is 15 wins in 2 years. And this is a guy who has been on the channel since the very beginning. He currently has, I believe, 23 career wins on the channel. He only had 8 wins at this point 2 years ago. He now has 23. And he ain't showing any signs of stopping. But if there's anyone that can't stop him, it is Nicholas Samadeo, it is Ludovic Charette. And I would say Leonard Kochmer as well has a great opportunity. Evans Ross Racing is really the only other team that's competed with Grattan Autosport and Velocistar. Velocistar, more specifically, is the strongest team. The other 2 Grattan-affiliated teams have not run as strong with Webb Racing Enterprises and Parker Davis. I would argue that Webb has had a good season, but they have slipped up a little bit as of late, even though they do have that win. Parker Davis has some newer drivers, though Jack Oz did almost get the win last week at Rockingham. All right. Good run for Andrew Williams, but the fastest time that we had in Group A, if I'm not mistaken right here, let me pull it up for everybody. That would have been a 29.278, so that was the mark to make it into the Fast 6 in Group A. And so far, we have not come close to that yet. There we go. Ludovic Charette has just gone to the top. And she is the defending winner of this K&N 200 as well. This was her first career win on the channel a year ago. Was this very race. Roberto Crown Jr. They have gone on a tear as of late here. Didn't have the best of runs at Rockingham, but another great qualifying effort for Roberto. And they have competed with the rest of this field here. 8th in points, only 55 behind. There's Leonard Kochmer. There's Leonard Kochmer, the 39. Laura Chung has gone to 3rd. It is Kochmer, Crown, and Chung the top 3, with Ladovic in 4th right now. But none of these guys, well, all 3 of them are faster than Derek, but none of them are even close to Troxel or Keys from their fast times. There's Kochmer there, getting the pull off of Ladovic. Sure, Ladovic's a bit too far behind to really grab anything. Sam Medeo a bit slower than he would want to, I think. It's definitely one of those tracks where you get that pull off the driver ahead of you. And wow, Justin Zeidel up to the top of the board. This team, Tanner Pard Motorsports, they have had a very solid qualifying effort in a lot of these races. They have not been able to finish well, but they have qualified well. And that's a sign of very good trucks right there. The longevity is definitely where they need to work on as the season rolls along, but that's a good lap time out of Justin, looking to go for the pole here at Charlotte. So it's Zeidel, Kochmer, and Crown Jr., the top 3. And then you got Laura Chung in 4th, Ladovic Charette in 5th. Sam Medeo's all the way back in 10th. And Nicholas Sam Medeo, I'm going to mention this probably every year we come here in the Truck Series. He is the only driver who ever hit the old Charlotte glitch on the old 2011 Charlotte that we used to run. And you know, a little glitch off that second dog leg where they kind of just dig into the track and shoot straight up in the air. Sam Medeo was the only driver to have ever hit that. He hit that in a Turkey Hill Truck Series race back in, I believe, it was 2016. So 8 years ago. We don't use that version of the track anymore. So that will not happen anymore, but Nicholas Sam Medeo would love to put that behind, get his 30th career win tomorrow night if he could pull it off. I know he's looking for that. He won the last mile and a half that we had on the schedule at Atlanta about a month ago. We'll have to see if he can pull off another one. But it's Justin Zeidel, fastest in Group B, 3rd quickest time in either of the groups. And then Leonard Kochmer and the L1. Both of the Evans-Ross Racing cars. We had her in the booth last week at Rockingham. And we saw Thomas Troxel blow up in that race. He's not going to be in the booth tomorrow night, so the commentator's jinx will not happen, at least for her. We will have Matt in the booth, though, so we'll have to see how that ends up going down. All right, Justin Zeidel, Leonard Kochmer, Roberto Crown Jr., they're in the Fast 6. That is, I think that's Kochmer's first Fast 6 of the season. Both Zeidel and Crown have been in the Fast 6 already this year, along with Troxel, Keys, and Hamill. Laura Chung will start 8th. Ladovic Charette will start 10th, a little bit deeper than I think we expected out of her. Nathan Stavelin will start 12th. Zachary Fitzwater will start 14th. Caleb Rose will start 16th. Andrew Williams will start in the 18th position. Nicholas Sam Medeo will start 20th. Aaron Abel will start 22nd. Brian Webb will start 24th. Emily DeBenedette will start 26th. Bryce Egan will start 28th. Matthew Burnett will start 30th. Eric Monaco will start 32nd. Bruno Giacomo will start in the 34th position. And Skylar Taylor will start in 36th for tomorrow night's K&N 200. Let's go ahead and get to the Fast 6 here from Charlotte. Let's see who wins the pole here in the K&N 200. And we begin the Fast 6 here at Charlotte with Roberto Crown Jr. in the 01. And I actually was wrong about Kochmer being the only one making their first Fast 6. This is Crown's first Fast 6 this season as well, which I was a little bit surprised. They have had a very solid run, definitely a top 10 team this season here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. And here they are going for the pole. It is going to be interesting. The pole is more likely either going to be Troxel or Keys. I think that's just the natural assumption that we're going to have here for this race. However, we could see one of these guys pull off a fast one here. 174 across the line for Roberto Crown Jr. Just got to hold the speed the best you can and get the good run down the backstretch, get that speed once again going in the turn number 3. So 183, 184 for Roberto Crown Jr. Going to slow it down to 169. A bit of a slower corner there, 3 and 4. This track is not symmetrical, by the way. And 29.799 for Roberto Crown Jr. for their lap. See how that compares to the rest of the field here. Next driver in line, Derek Hamill in the 51. And here's Derek Hamill in the 51. Of the main Grand Autosport teams, Blaine Keys, Ludovic Charette, Nicolas Amedeo, and then, of course, this 51 team is Velocitar and Grand Autosport. He has easily been the lowest of all four. It's not been a good season for Hamill up to this point. Past few races have been a bit of a struggle for him and this team, but a good opportunity to kind of swap all that around here at Charlotte. Try to get a good starting position for the race. But he does not have a lot of speed coming across the line right there at all, at least in comparison to Roberto Crown Jr. Roberto was definitely very quick coming across the line, but Derek's going to try to hold that speed, but he is washing it up the corner right there. This is not a good time for Derek. He is not going to be able to get around as fast as that 01 did. Didn't even hit 184 right there. And the minimum time, 171. So a better minimum time there for Derek Hamill. He hit 170. But I do still think it's going to be slightly slower than that 01 machine across the line. 29. No, I'm wrong. 29.763 for Derek Hamill. He goes to the top of the board here in K&N 200 qualifying. And here's Leonard Kochmer in the 39. First Fast 6 of the season for him. It has been another great season for Kochmer. This team as a whole, between Kochmer and Troxel, have done an excellent job. Currently sitting 3rd and 4th in the points standings. Troxel has been the points leader a couple of times at this point in the season, but overall, the strongest team between the two drivers. They still lead in the owner's title with that. We'll have to see if Velocitar ends up catching up as the season goes along with Ludovic Charette. Her struggles so far this season have kept her a little bit further back than she would have liked. Pretty quick across the line there for Leonard Kochmer. I feel like Kochmer could win the pole for this race. It is a chance. He's going to really hug that inside. He's not going to wash up like Hamill did, but that actually may not be the best line. You get a good run down the backstretch if you wash it up just enough. It'll be 183 into the corner. Oh, he really slowed it down right there. Holding 168. That will be a bit slower than I think both of the drivers that have gone out so far, and it will by about 1/10 of a second, 9/100ths to be exact. 29.884 for Leonard Kochmer. He's 3rd quickest here at Charlotte. And here he is. Man, I was just mentioning 15 wins in the past 2 years on the channel. Going for number 16 tomorrow night, and there's a very good chance if he wins this pole. He doesn't even have to win the pole, really. He could get that job done tomorrow. Blaine Keys in the number 1 for Team Velocitar. It's his 2nd year with this team. He was with Velocitar last year as well. That attributed his success at the end of last season. And he's got a lot of success so far this season. Points leader by 15 points coming into this race, ahead of Nicolas Amedeo, who is going to start 20th tomorrow night. And I anticipate Blaine to have a very quick time right here. He's already climbing up in the mid-180s, 184 for a long time into the corner. So he's going to hit 169. He's going to hold 169 for a bit right there. We'll have to see. I think it's going to be quicker than Hamill. It will be quicker than Hamill. 29.687 for Blaine Keys. Top of the board once again for Blaine Keys, looking for 3 straight poles here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. And here we go for Justin Zeidel, 5th driver out here. I think it's his 2nd Fast 6, maybe his 3rd. He's actually had some pretty good runs in qualifying. Unfortunately, he's not been able to translate that into a good run in the race yet. But this is one of those tracks, if you can get it up front, have a good pit stop, and there will be a cycle of pit stops in tomorrow's race, by the way. Definitely have a good opportunity at getting the race victory, and I know Justin would absolutely love that with this team, Tanner Parton Motorsports. Justin's a guy who's been around for many, many years and has not found the success that he has had in the past as of late. Pretty quick across the line right here, though. We'll have to see how well he can carry it into the corner. Had to drop it down quite a bit there going in. A little bit of a slight wash up. It's really all about turns 3 and 4 right there, and how much speed you can carry going in and through that corner. If you can... Oh yeah, that's not going to cut it for Justin. 167 is going to be a bit too slow to beat Blaine Keys. It's just going to be hard to beat Blaine Keys in any of these qualifying sessions this season. 9.52, that's actually the slowest of our 5 drivers so far, but Thomas Troxel may be able to pull something out. Let's see what he can do here. Last driver here in the Fast 6. And here we go, Thomas Troxel, last driver out here in single car qualifying. Will it be Blaine Keys winning 3 poles in a row, or will Thomas Troxel be able to get one here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway? He needs to be a 29.687, which was a pretty quick time there set by Mr. Hamill. Troxel's got the speed in his truck, and he's got the willpower as a driver to do it, but will he be able to do it? That is the big question. Here we go, coming across the line for Thomas Troxel. And 171, 172, pretty quick time across the line for him. You just need to keep that speed through the corner. 177, 175. Looking pretty good. So that's some good speed there through turns 3, or turns 1 and 2, I should say. He's got to keep it through 3 and 4. Gonna hit 184. Going into the corner. Gonna minimize, oh boy, 168. He had to check it up just a bit too much. And that should give the pole once again to Blaine Keys, and it will. Troxel qualifies 3rd. Blaine Keys has once again won the pole. His 3rd straight. He's going to start up front tomorrow in the K&N 200 here at Charlotte. And there we have it. There's your starting lineup for tomorrow night's K&N 200. Blaine Keys again with the pole, and there's just no stopping that team on these high-speed tracks, and that's the thing for Blaine. Michigan, Rockingham, Charlotte, all relatively high-speed tracks, and he has definitely found success on all of them. Derek Hamill will start alongside him there in row 1. Thomas Troxel, Roberto Crown Jr. in row 2. Leonard Kochmer and Justin Seidel in row 3. Avery Alford and Laura Chung in row 4. Skip Silver and Ludovic Charette in row 5. Duncan Ward and Nathan Stapleton in row 6. Igor Barreto and Zachary Fitzwater in row 7. Jack Haas, Caleb Rose in row 8. Rogel Dorn, Andrew Williams, row 9. Philip Torres, Nicholas Samadio, row 10. Jared Rutkowski, Aaron Abel, row 11. Christian Vargas, Brian Webb in row 12. Matthew Hubert and Emily DeBenedetti in row 13. Logan Williams and Bryce Egan in row 14. Corey Case and Matthew Burnett in row 15. LJ Samito and Eric Monaco in row 16. Jesse Turner, Bruno Diacomo in row 17. Andrew Miller, Skylar Taylor, row 18. That does it here from Charlotte tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for the K&N 200. 34 laps here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, and a cycle of pit stops as well. It should be a lot of fun. Even though Blaine Keys starting on the pole, I don't think he's going to lead every single lap. He only led 3 laps last week at Rockingham, so we'll have to see how it all goes down for him tomorrow night at Charlotte. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I will see you guys later.